Welcome back to level 2 of the Ethernaut challenge. So for this one, just like last time, we're going to be claiming the ownership of the contract below. But this time there's no requirement to reduce the balance to 0. So let's jump into the code and see what we can find. So straight away, right at the top, do you notice anything odd about the constructor here? If you remember back to level 1, the constructor was defined with the constructor function, whereas in this level, it's a function called fallout. It's worth noting there are two ways to create a function with Solidity. The first way is to create a function with the same name as the contract itself. If you do this, the function will run automatically once when the contract is deployed. The standard way to do it though is by using Solidity's own constructor function, like the one we saw in level 1. But what's the problem with using the constructor function this way? So we can already see there's a bit of a typo with the name of the function. So it's not actually got the same name as the contract name itself. Instead of fallout being spelt with 2 L's, you can see there's an L and also a 1. So this was not ran as a constructor function when the contract was deployed, meaning we can actually just go ahead and call this function without being the deployer. And if you do that, you will see that if you call the function, it will set the owner to the message sender. So let's go ahead and try calling this function. Jump into the developer console and type up this line of code, which will call the fallout function in this contract. Once that's done, type player again to see your address, and then type await contract.owner to see the owner's address. These both should match, and if they do, that means you've successfully hacked the smart contract to make yourself the owner. So what are the takeaways? First, you need to make sure you call your constructor function with Solidity's own constructor function. The way of doing it by using a function with the same name as a contract is not the best way or the most secure way of doing it. So I hope you learned something in this video. Join us in the next video where we cover level 3.